In the Planet Crafter, at some point, you're going to need uranium. You're going to need it whether you want to launch a bunch of rockets or you just want to make some very nice green glowing power stations to keep your machines running. So maybe you're wondering where you can find uranium, or at least what is the best way to get a lot of uranium in the Planet Crafter. So get ready to ward away Superman with your kryptonite lookalike, because I'm about to show you exactly how to get all the uranium you'll ever need. So it doesn't need to be said again too many times, but if you've watched my previous guide videos or you've been playing the game for a while, you know you can get a lot of the different materials from the blue and golden storage crates. In fact, the higher your terraformation index, then the better the quality of items that are randomly generated when you first open one of the crates. So yeah, you can get the first few pieces of uranium this way at the beginning, but it's not good for getting a lot of uranium. So the way you will probably get most of your uranium in the early to mid game is through the use of uranium meteor storms. Now for this method to work, you will also need access to a steady supply of iridium. And if you need to know what the best ways to get iridium are, then check out my video for that. You also need to be able to collect or craft some super alloy. You need to have the launch platform built. And finally, you need to have at least 2 pieces of uranium. Now, in order to build a rocket on the launch platform, you need the rocket engine, which requires the use of 2 uranium in order to make it. So whether you find the uranium or you luck out and get a complete rocket engine from a crate while you are out exploring, it doesn't matter. You will need at least the ability to craft 1 rocket engine to get this rolling. Now, once you launch the rocket, get yourself a good place to sit and wait for the meteors to fall. Now, the drawback to the meteor storm method is it's manual work. It's not something you can run on autopilot, and it is time consuming. Once you launch the rocket, you can brave the meteor storm to collect the uranium, but you don't have to. Like all storms except super alloy storms, the dropped materials will only despawn when you exit your game. So then you can just wait till the storm is over, but then you have to sift through all the rubble. Or just show off how patient you are and wait for the rubble to despawn, leaving just a bunch of glowing green uranium pieces scattered visibly across the landscape. And just a quick tip, if you launch another rocket right after the previous meteor storm has ended, it will speed up the despawn rate of that rubble, because you're adding more meteors and more rubble into the map. So either way, you'll be waiting till at least some rubble will despawn, but at least this way you can speed it up for the first or second or even third rocket if you just keep launching one after another. The rocket method is repeatable and will work for a good portion of your gameplay until you unlock the tier 2 ore extractor. Once you have that unlocked, you can take full advantage of the single uranium cave currently in the game as of the insects and waterfalls update. The uranium cave can be reached from the crack spires if you go to the back side, the eastern side of the large upright wreckage, and then turn and head east into the ravine wall, into the cliff wall. Along here, you will find a small little pathway that leads around to the back, and the area you come out in is right there by the uranium cave. Just go on down into the little recess and find the spot with the glowing green rocks. Technically, you can come to this cave earlier in the game to grab a few pieces of uranium, but like all other spawn materials, these pieces of uranium will not respawn after you collect them. So yeah, you can grab a few pieces of uranium here, but the real advantage is in mining the uranium with the tier 2 ore extractors. And that's it. That's all the ways you can get uranium right now in Planet Crafter. You can get it from the crates, but you're relying on the RNG, whether or not you get it in the crate when you open it. You can go to the cave to pick it up, but you'll run out because there's only so many pieces in there. You can summon down rockets, and then you have to go wandering around picking up all the pieces scattered around on the ground. Or the best way is to work your way up to the tier 2 ore extractor and then just let it mine for you automatically.